In this video, you will learn how to convert fraction to decimal without division. Then in number one tips, I say that you should look for the smallest number that can multiply the denominator, that will give you either 10, 100 or 1,000. Now this is what I mean by that. Let's assume that we have something like 20 divided by 50. Okay, so now instead of us to start using long division and say 20 divided by 50, it will be very stressful for us. That is why I say let's derive another way to solve for something like this. So what I will do is that I'll just look for a number that this denominator here can multiply, that will give me either 50, either 100 or 1,000. So if I multiply the denominator by 2, it will give me 100. All right, so anything I'm doing to the denominator, I'll also do to the numerator. I'll also use 2 to multiply by 20, and I will get 40. So if I have something like this, it is very easy for me to convert it to decimal, because yes, I've done previous video on how to do this, so you can just go back to my video and check it out. So this simply means that 40 is in the place value of 100. So I'll now simply write 0.40. The place value of 4 here is 10, and the that of 0 is 100. Okay, so that is how we solve something like this. Then let's go to our examples. Number one example, we have 2 divided by 5. So as usual, our denominator is 5. So look for a number that 5 can multiply. If 5 multiply to it will give me 10. Alright, so give me 10. So anything I'm doing to the denominator, I also do it to the numerator. I'll also use 2 to multiply by 2, and then I'll get 4. Then I can now say 0.4. So the 4 is in the place value of 10. So 4 over 10 is the same thing as 0.4. Okay. Now we also have 3 divided by 4. So I'll look for what 4 can multiply that will give me 100, because there's nothing that 4 can multiply to give me 10. So I'll multiply 4 by 25. This will give me 100. Alright, 100. So I'll also multiply 3 by 25. If I do that, it will give me 75. Yes. So I can now go ahead and say 0.75. So the 7 is in tens, while the 5 is in 100. So I will look for what 20 will multiply, that will give me 100. Okay, so if I multiply 20 by 5, I'll get 100. Then if I multiply 8 also by 5, then I'll get 40. So I can now say 40 over 100 converted to decimal is same thing as writing 0.40. Alright, so go to the next example. Example number 4. We have 3 divided by 8. So I'm looking for a number that 8 to multiply, that will give me 1,000. So if I multiply 8 by 125, I'll get 1,000. Okay, now I'll also do the same thing here. 3 multiplied by 125, then I'll get 375. So I can now change it to decimal. I'll have 0.375, because the 3 is on tenth, the 7 is on 100, while the 5 is on 1,000. So I have the next one. I said 2 divided by 500. If I multiply 2 by 500, I'll get 1,000. Then I'll multiply 2 also by the numerator. I'll now get 4. So this converted, I will now have something like 0.004. I will not write 0.4. I want to place 4 to be on thousand place value. The first place value here is 10, here is 100, and here is 1000. Okay, so the last one we have 4 divided by 250. So I will now multiply 250 by 4. If I do that, I'm going to have 1000. So I'll do the same thing here. This times 4, I'll get 16. So I'll change it to decimal. I'll have 0.016. So I'll make sure that the last digit here stop at 1000, so that it will be the same thing with 16 over 1000. So now you've learned how to convert fraction to decimal without division. So feel free to post the video, invite your friends also, and comment. Thank you.